This is really one of the biggest events in the world, and it's happening right in our backyard.
I know, we're so lucky. All eyes are on Louisville, and of course that also means all eyes are on Louisville leaders. So we're going to go to Jim, who's live on the backside this morning. Mayor Craig Greenberg is with him. And Jim, before you get to it, I need you to ask the mayor, is he a mint julep guy?
You're going to have to say that one more time, Haley. Well, we might come back to that question a little bit later on. As you mentioned, we are with Mayor Craig Greenberg right now along the backside. Mayor, we were talking just a little bit off camera about how this is such a unique spot to be able to say that you're out here being able to watch the horses, get their work in. This is just such a fun atmosphere, especially during Derby week.
It is. It's one of the many really unique and only in Louisville things that happens in Louisville, and particularly during Derby week. And so this is just such a special week for the entire community, and it's wonderful to be a part of it.
And this is something that I think the community really needs. Obviously, we have been hit with really kind of body blow after body blow for the last 2 months. This week provides a little bit of levity, something that the city looks forward to, a showcase for Louisville in a very positive way. And that's, I got to imagine, more important than ever now.
It absolutely is. Kentucky Derby Festival events and the Kentucky Oaks, the Kentucky Derby could not have come at a better time. We are certainly having this week's events and festivities and races in the shadow of tragedy. But now we can show what Louisville really is, who Louisville really is, and the hospitality, the warmth, the support, the love, the friendship that comes out during Derby week. This is Louisville. The mini marathon, the parade, the hot air balloon, Churchill Downs, backyard barbecues. That is Louisville. This is who we are. And so it couldn't have come at a better time for us to unite around common cause and common ways to move forward. We as a community have got to come together so we can move forward and put the horrors of the past behind us and move forward with hope into the future.
Something you've been calling for weeks upon weeks at this point. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Haley and Eric, we will be back with more coverage live from the backside as we continue here on Derby Week.
All right, Jim, thanks so much. And we are jealous, but hey, you got to just wait a couple more days, Eric, because on Thursday, you and Colleen and I are going to go out to the backside. We're going to be talking to the trainers, showing you guys all the excitement out at the track before the big races. And then Friday, we'll be out there again. Shay, Kent, and Alden are going to be live from the Kentucky Derby Museum. They're going to be taking a closer look at the history and the future of Churchill Downs and sharing those stories of this year's Derby contenders. That will start on Friday at 3 o'clock.
More local news now at 6:04. Prosecutors are recommending 32 years in jail for a Louisville teenager who just pled guilty to causing a deadly crash. 19-year-old Jose Mench Orozco pleaded guilty to DUI and manslaughter charges for driving the wrong way on Interstate 65 in October of 2021 when he crashed into 22-year-old Dua Lutfi head-on. The crash killed Lutfi and injured the other passengers in her car. Mench Orozco's blood alcohol level at the time was more than 3 times the legal limit. He's set to be sentenced on June 15.
Dozens marched through Old Louisville to take a stand against anti-trans legislation recently passed in Kentucky.
Trans rights are under attack. What do we do? Stand up like that.
The march focused on SB 150, legislation which bans access on gender-affirming health care, restricts bathroom access, and bans discussion of sexual orientation and gender identity in schools. The Louisville Democratic Socialists of America co-hosted the march and block party, which aimed to teach people about the law and its impacts. Lawmakers passed the bill, overriding Governor Andy Beshear's veto, saying they believe parents should have more say over what's taught in schools.
When football returns this fall, players at several JCPS schools are going to be playing on new artificial turf fields. Superintendent Dr. Marty Polio says the fields will be installed at 16 schools over the next 3 years. New tracks, bleachers, press boxes, and concession stands will also be included in those upgrades.
And I just want to thank everyone that made it possible, that to know that I can perform and practice on my own home field and track.
We're very proud of what this is going to look like and excited to play here.
We'll be getting going on.
Another 5 schools will get new stadiums when the district finishes its new buildings. That's expected in the next 10 years.
All right, new this morning, after more than a decade, the University of Louisville is giving the turf at L&N Stadium a new look. This new design features an old favorite, the retro Heisman bird, which is the Louisville Cardinal doing the Heisman pose right there you see on your screen. It also includes traditional varsity lettering in the end zones. U of L says it began replacing the surface last week and expects to complete this project by early June. That shot right there inspires something in me, a UK graduate. Like, that looks really,
that does look good.
Really good. Parts of the old field are going to be given to season ticket holders who select the option as part of their benefits next season. U of L's home opener is September 7th against Murray State.